Now I'm waiting for Sonam, and today we have very interesting topic. Let me invite Sonam. I don't know if I'm visible. Let's wait patiently. Okay, hi Vidyarthi. Hi Dev. Hi Naveen ji. I'm waiting for my guest Sonam. Today we are going to discuss on a very interesting topic, yet very serious. Therefore, I am waiting for Sonam. We are going to talk about how trauma shapes our life and especially why extramarital happens. So that is what is our topic. I'll just check with Sonam once. Please be in the call, be in the live. I'll just check with Sonam. Hello, Dev. Please join. I think Sonam is here. Sonam is here. Yes. Hi, Sonam. Can you send me the request? Yeah, I can see your request. Megha, so good to see you. Hello, Yogi. Yes, she's here. Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Rakhi. Can
so
you see me? Let
excited.
me place my
Yes, you're
camera.
audible and you're
Can you see
visible.
me? Yes,
Audible and
wonderful.
visible. Yes. I
Yes,
was
wonderful.
trying to stream in YouTube live also, but I couldn't do it. We'll figure out next
Okay,
time.
perfect.
So
So
many
good to
people.
be here. Yes, finally.
Same here, finally. So good to be
Yes,
here. And all my guest is waiting for you. So, would you like to give
wonderful.
your introduction, Sonam? And thank you so much for being here.
Yes, so first of all, thank you so much, Rakhi, for inviting me here on your beautiful platform for your beautiful audience. So my name is Sonam. And I myself is a coach and healer to mentor and coaches where I help them heal their relationship issues and their money struggles. So more of, helping them come out of their emotional wounds so that they can focus on their money. Because most of the people who come to me are like talking about money, but they forget the fact that it is actually
ऐसे तो
backed by the
चाहिए.
emotions. Exactly. So, yeah, so I help those people make money by healing their emotions. Yeah,
Thank you so much, Sonam. So I have set of questions for you, and as we discussed that today we are going to discuss on a very important topic, and yeah, we can see it as a problem also these days. People are falling into extramarital affair, knowingly, unknowingly.
yeah.
So if you tell us like how does it happen, like what exactly is it, what are the wounds that people carry, and it will be really great if we can talk in both Hindi and English because my crowd is mix of
Perfect.
yeah, Hindi,
Yes,
English.
yes, would love to. So, Rakhi, before I start now, actually, I want to be very clear because whenever I have spoken about this topic, there is always a kind of judgment that I have seen. So, this is a very sensitive topic, right? And people feel that as if I am provoking people to get into that. However, I'm trying to help people to understand their emotions. प्रॉब्लम इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग ये बहुत सेंसिटिव टॉपिक है
हाँ
क्योंकि
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
people are ignoring their feelings. It is
बिल्कुल.
under the carpet. Once they understand their feelings, start becoming aware, तब भी heal होना possible है. Otherwise, it is
बिल्कुल
all on surface,
बिल्कुल
right?
बिल्कुल.
So this is for all of those who are watching so that they understand that whatever I'm going to talk about, it is not from this perspective कि मैं उसको बढ़ावा दे रही हूँ, but it is just to understand myself. And I have heard a very beautiful line somewhere where they said, फीलिंग का मतलब ही होता है फील करना एंड वी आर मिसिंग दैट पार्ट राइट फीलिंग इज इनकम्प्लीट until and unless we feel it.
Feel it, right,
Yeah, and
right.
doesn't matter what relationship we are talking about. Yeah.
Before we begin, yeah, I have one question just popped up in my mind. So I want to ask you. Is it because that we are getting very disconnected with our body, which is why also we don't feel the feeling?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the surprising part is, Rakhi, that people are scared of connecting with their body. They are
True.
scared of feeling their emotions, and especially when it comes to men.
They just run away. है
They
ना?
just run away because they were always taught to hide their feelings. And I feel so bad for men more than women that they were always asked, don't show your emotion. वो छोटा
हम्म,
बच्चा भी रोता था तो उसको बोलते थे, you are not a girl.
हाँ,
रोना
तुम
नहीं.
लड़की नहीं हो, don't cry. Why are you crying? Are you a
Exactly.
girl? So yeah, I too changed my dialogue. So when I was unaware, my son is going to be 10. I used to say like that कि तुम लड़की हो क्या, क्यों रो रहे हो लड़कियों जैसे. But
Yes.
now I have completely shifted that. I never say that. Of course, guys can
Absolutely.
also share their emotions. So ये
True.
बिल्कुल सही है. So people
Absolutely.
can put their questions later on. Let's first start the
So,
conversation, and please, yeah, Sonam, please
absolutely.
throw some light on this very, very
Okay.
important topic.
Yes. So, as I was saying about getting into relationship, most of the people think, Raki, that it is out of, lust, out of physical need. But this relationship always begin when a person start feeling miss in their emotional need. And especially today, I want to talk about the women. Even though it is said कि men है ना वही एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल में जाते हैं बट आई फील
Hmm.
these days as I'm also watching in my community women are going through extramarital affair और सबसे खराब बात that they feel guilty about it, right? Of
Hmm.
course, again, having said that, they are doing well in their life, but
Hmm.
when they go through that, they feel guilty, they feel imbalanced because एक साइड से उनको pleasure मिल रहा है, love मिल रहा है, appreciation मिल रहा है, but second side is their responsibility that they
Hmm.
have been carrying, right? So when we talk about this relationship, first of all, why people get into this, it's not out of the physical need, as I said, it's out of the missing emotional part. जब new marriage होती है, there is
Hmm.
always that excitement
खुशी.
to हाँ, and especially when it comes to women का एक part है जिसको ना emotional need चाहिए, हमेशा उसकी emotional needs come, then comes physical. Men are opposite. They need physical desire first, which is not wrong. And then comes their emotional need.
Because
Then they
both are
understand
built
emotions.
differently.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And that is where the first connect is lost. And right after a child is born, एक marriage के बाद, एक commitment में, जब जैसे ही एक child आया, the
Hmm.
relationship, that was full of excitement turns into responsibility कि अब मैं पापा हूँ, मैं मम्मी हूँ.
Hmm.
And then that couple lose their charm, that excitement,
Hmm.
right? Now the thing is, men are designed in such a way where they always hide that emotion. Yeah, women are
Okay.
designed in such a way जहाँ पे उनको responsibility, family, nurturing ये सब करना है. Now either
Hmm.
of can go out to fulfill their need. क्यों? क्योंकि जहाँ पे एक men उस women को रोज appreciate कर रहा था, वो कहीं ना कहीं drop हो जाता है. Not out of कि this woman is not important, but out of responsibility. And likewise with men who may be looking for a physical need, and because it is missing, क्यों? क्योंकि women is involved in taking care of that child, family, in-laws, जो already एक pressure में चल रही है. So this
Hmm.
men can also go out in relationship. Doesn't mean they don't love or respect each other, but the need is now not getting fulfilled,
Okay.
right?
So you mean to say that men's and women's needs are different. Women
Yes.
look for love, appreciation, recognition, and the feeling of love and excitement, of course. And men look for excitement plus physical need is also there, right? And when it is not fulfilled, they look for outside where they can get it from, right?
Exactly. That is their first need. Doesn't mean it applies to 100% of the cases
All
because
of
there
them,
are
huh?
men who are very emotional too, whose first need, because एक women में अगर masculine energy आ गई ना राखी, तो
Mhm.
उसकी requirement क्या हो जाएगी, उसको career बनाना है, उसके लिए शायद
You
physical
know me
drive ना
better.
हो.
You have, yeah, you have taught me IGT, intergenerational trauma. So yeah, I was into masculine energy. You told me that,
Absolutely.
yes. सो
यस,
जब एक फीमेल में, या प्लीज थ्रो सम
एग्जैक्टली।
लाइट ऑन दैट, यस
और अगर
बिकॉज
वो एनर्जी मैन में आ गई, वो फेमिनिन एनर्जी, फेमिनिन एनर्जी डजंट मीन कि दे आर नॉट करियर ओरिएंटेड, दैट मीन्स दे आर वेरी इमोशनल, राइट? तो ये जो हमारा ये पॉइंट होता है ना कि दे माइट गो आउट टू फुलफिल देयर इमोशनल नीड्स बिकॉज दिस वुमेन इज टोटली बिजी इन हर करियर, राइट,
यस
इन
यस
बिल्डिंग
यस
द एम्पायर। सो वो नीड की रिक्वायरमेंट कुछ भी हो सकती है, बट द बिगेस्ट रीजन व्हाई ऑल दिस क्रैप हैपन इज after 10 years of this study, what I understood is it happens because of our unmet childhood needs, or you can call it wounds,
यस यस
जो
सो
हमने
यस
कभी हील ही नहीं किए। हम आज बाहर वो लव को क्यों सर्च कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज देयर वॉज दैट टाइम व्हेन वी वर सीकिंग दैट लव फ्रॉम आवर पेरेंट्स, एंड now it is not to blame parents of course, but at the same time जब वो इतना inconsistency रहा love में, sometime it is there, sometime it is not there, sometime there is conditioning, right? वो चाइल्ड आज भी वैलिडेशन और वो लव ढूंढ रहा है, और जैसे ही वो इनकंसिस्टेंसी मैरिज में दिखती है, दे जस्ट लीन ऑन टू समबडी हु कैन रिकग्नाइज देम, क्योंकि दैट women or that men become that 5 year 10 year old child who is still seeking for that love.
Yes, because their spiritual right was not met. The spiritual need
Yes,
of being loved and being
yes.
feel saved is not met, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's why it becomes very important not to just heal relationship. अभी क्या होता है, कई बार रिलेशनशिप कोचिंग में जब लोग आते हैं, they say, oh, my wife is an extra marital affair, or my husband is in this affair. They say,
Mm-hmm.
उसको ठीक कर दो.
Mm.
Help them heal. But the problem is, we cannot heal them. The
Mm.
reason is, उसकी जो जर्नी है या उसकी जो प्रॉब्लम है वो उसके चाइल्डहुड से आ रहे हैं, बट दिस पर्सन हु हैव अट्रैक्टेड दिस रिलेशनशिप also need to heal.
Mm.
If a man or a woman move out of that relationship, that means some part of this man or woman who stayed in that marriage is also not fulfilled.
अभी मैं जैसे आपको ये पूछूंगी, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अ फीमेल हैज कम टू यू एंड शी वांट टू हील हर रिलेशनशिप विद हर हस्बैंड एंड हर हस्बैंड इज गोइंग थ्रू एन एक्स्ट्रामैरिटल अफेयर, ठीक है? अभी शी केम टू यू एंड शी सेड कि हील कर दो हस्बैंड का, ताकि अफेयर ना रहे, so that he shouldn't go for the extramarital affair. अभी what suggestion would you give to the female, to that female, कि आपको क्या करना है? Can that be healed, or if she heal herself instead of healing her husband, or you work with that lady, हो सकता है कि husband वापस आ जाए, वैसा कुछ है? मतलब is there anything of that sort that can be done?
Yes, Raki, 100%, 100%. And I would not tell that person ki you need to heal your husband. In
Hmm.
that case, I always tell women to heal herself. Because she has attracted this man. First of all, अगर हम logically देखें, तो वो
Hmm.
man outside क्यों गया? Maybe that man requirement was not fulfilled by this lady. अब वो requirement emotional, physical,
Hmm.
maintenance, और maybe materialistic requirement भी हो सकती है.
बिल्कुल.
जब वो यहाँ fulfill नहीं हुई और एक relationship which
Hmm.
may have started with anybody,
Hmm.
वहां पे वो नीड, वो डिजायर दिखने लग गई, तो ही विल लीन ऑन टू दैट.
Hmm.
So what she need to see is, like, there was a woman who came to me and said the same thing, and she said the only difference is, सोनम, पहले ना मैं बहुत अच्छे से रेडी होके रहती थी, suddenly after baby because I have gained weight
Hmm.
and मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं है, I see my husband is now
Hmm.
going out of this relationship, और इसीलिए वो इस relationship में थर्ड पर्सन के साथ है,
Hmm.
right? So I said, then what do you really need to work on? अभी वो लेडी इतनी anxious है, right? कि oh, he is going out. Oh, he is, she is always कि वो कहाँ
Always
पे है,
getting
क्या
her
कर रहा है?
mindset कि पता नहीं
Yes,
कहाँ पे. हाँ, Minnie is also here. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So now, when she is always anxious in that way, कि हाँ, मेरा husband क्या कर रहा है, कहाँ पे है,
Hmm.
she need to heal that part of her. जैसे ही वो secure relationship में आ जाएगी कि
Hmm.
this is what, and when she becomes secure, जब वो अपने वो ही needs which she was serving to partner, she will come back to that, because of
True.
which relationship was happy, it will come back. But यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा empathy चाहिए, because no
Hmm.
matter it's a man or a woman, when they
Hmm.
decide I want to bring my family back, right?
Hmm.
So she need to have that acceptance, she need to have that empathy, she need to forgive. अगर वो ही चीज को हील किए बिना आउट ऑफ
Hmm.
ईगो आप वापस ले भी आए, इट विल नॉट स्टे
Hmm.
कि बिकॉज यू आर मैरिड टू मी अभी तुम्हें मेरे साथ ही रहना पड़ेगा। वो आ भी गया अगर वापस, व्हाट्स द गारंटी दे विल स्टे, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट हील्ड, क्योंकि वो उस वुमेन का ही पैटर्न था।
ओके, सो खुद को हील करना ज्यादा जरूरी है rather than working on that person.
यस, बिकॉज उसमें आप अपनी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट को सबसे पहले वापस ले आओगे। समवेयर यू हैव लॉस्ट दैट रिस्पेक्ट, दैट लव। नाउ व्हेन यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट, आप वही वुमेन बन रहे हो, आप वही पर्सन बन रहे हो जो आप पहले थे एट द टाइम व्हेन यू वर मैरिड और मे बी व्हेन यू मेट।
Yeah, this is so heavy. मुझे याद है, I'll just share an experience. When I was working, so one of my friends, she called me and she said, you know, my husband, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's not giving me any importance. वो बाहर जाता है, parties करता है. And somewhere she had a doubt also कि husband का कुछ चल रहा होगा. And that time I was working. So I told her because that time I was practicing, मतलब भले ही मैं जॉब कर रही थी, I was practicing small small rituals. तो मैंने बहुत ज्यादा importance नहीं दिया. एंड बिकॉज आई वॉज ऑल्सो ट्राइंग टू बी इन माई ओन एनर्जी, मुझे बहुत ज्यादा नेगेटिव चीजें नहीं लेनी थी फोन पे, तो मैंने बहुत इजीली बोल दिया, यू डू वन थिंग, यू डोंट हैव अ करियर नाउ, यू फोकस ऑन योर करियर, ठीक है, तुम अपने काम में फोकस करो एंड डू वन थिंग। आई जस्ट टोल्ड हर वन टिप कि सॉल्ट लो थोड़ा सा, उसको रब करो और बॉडी में उसको वाइल टेकिंग शावर
करेक्ट,
रब करो एंड जस्ट अफर्म दैट ऑल द नेगेटिविटीज आर coming out of my life. I'm getting rid of anger, frustration, anxiety. बस इतना उसको बोला. She called me after 7 days and she said that, you know what, I have started working and I have seen shifted in his energy and now they're completely fine. So this is so true. Even with a small tip, even you, if you can heal yourself, you can
yes,
see changes around your personal life or professional life for that matter. क्योंकि
absolutely,
हम जो अंदर से होते हैं वही रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं, फिर वही वाइब्रेट होके भी जाती है. सो
yes,
वुंड ऑल्सो लाइक ट्रेवल्स लाइक दैट, राइट? एनर्जी इज ऑल्सो ट्रेवल
absolutely,
लाइक दैट. Yeah, it
absolutely.
is so true, so true. So, क्या suggest करते हो आप to our viewers that what should they do so that ऐसी चीजें ना आए? Can it be prevented और कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हैं ताकि अभी जैसे स्मूथ चल रहा है या for new couples अभी जैसे excitement है लाइफ में वो हमेशा रहे. So for that, what can be done? Any
राखी,
suggestion you
एक
would share?
बहुत प्रैक्टिकल चीज, आई डोंट नो, आई हर्ड इट समवेयर एंड यू नो which I suggest, as you said, to new people, to new couple, क्योंकि ये ना जेंसी हैं, they get
Hmm.
over from relationship like this.
आजकल तो क्या क्या वर्ड्स आ गया है वो तो मतलब
Exactly. They don't want to
सिचुएशनशिप.
get into marriage.
या
उनको लिव
यस.
इन में रहना है, उनको सिचुएशनशिप करना है, उनको अग्रीमेंट में जाना है। इफ इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क, आई एम आउट। दे डोंट वांट अ स्ट्रक्चर्ड मैरिज,
या सो अभी.
राइट?
या.
तो व्हेन यू से क्या करना है, सबसे पहले ना एक चीज जो मैं बोलती हूँ, विच आई लर्न एज द पार्ट ऑफ रिलेशनशिप एंड आई टीच टू रिलेशनशिप पीपल, इज व्हेन यू टू पीपल आर टुगेदर, stop bringing this in between.
सो द फर्स्ट टिप टू एवरी व्यूअर्स, प्लीज स्टे अवे फ्रॉम द फोन. ये
When
होता
you
है.
two are there,
आई गेट सो एंग्री ऑन माई हस्बैंड, लाइक जब हम कभी घूमने जाते हैं फोन लेता है तो मैं बोलती हूँ फोन को ना रख के आया करो बैग में,
mm,
या तो रूम में रख के आया करो, ठीक है, लेट्स सिट टुगेदर,
absolutely.
लेट्स डिस्कस, लेट्स हैव कॉफी. तब वो एक अलग रहता है. फोन हमेशा एक जन फोन पे और दूसरे जन भी फोन पे,
So,
ऐसे ऑफन, या दिस हैपेंस, सो ट्रू.
right? But when it comes to this extramarital, what I will suggest is, rather than first of all, if it is for the other person, अगर मुझे पता है कि मेरे लिए है, the first thing I need to see कि what is that thing this relationship is giving to me.
हम्म.
वो मुझे कुछ एक्साइटमेंट दे रहा है ना, मुझे कुछ इन
हम्म.
सिंपल वर्ड्स डोपामिन दे रहा है, किक दे रहा है, राइट? आई नीड टू सी वो मुझे रिलेशनशिप क्या प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, right? Maybe it is a need where I'm not feeling alone, where I am being seen, I'm being appreciated. More love which I was seeking from my husband was not getting there, right?
हम्म.
So first thing is, what is this relationship feeding to me? क्या
हम्म.
डर है मुझे? क्या ये डर है that I will lose that person or I will get lonely?
Hmm.
One must think around this before even they think of healing themselves.
Okay, so awareness, you are saying that awareness,
Yes,
consciousness is very important कि क्यों हो रहा है, let me first understand.
absolutely.
But normal लोगों के लिए तो ये थोड़ा सा समझ में आना मुश्किल है, मतलब they may not know. So they can
Right.
seek help from you, they can reach out to you, है ना?
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
exactly. But अगर उनको किसी की story या किसी like I'll tell you the case of one of my client who came to me and she said मेरा
Hmm.
business grow नहीं हो रहा. Amazing in her business. She herself is a coach. Sonam, it's been 10 months. Business grow ही नहीं हो रहा.
Hmm.
And that's why I want to sign up for one to one.
Hmm.
Amazing. But when I started and जब हम लोग बैठे to discuss
Hmm.
what is happening in our personal life, she said, I don't want to discuss my personal life.
Hmm.
To great extent, we discussed, but not this fact. But after
Hmm.
2 sessions, she broke in one of the session and she said, you know what, this is happening in my life. I have this third person and now
Hmm.
I feel guilty because मेरे पार्टनर से ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो मुझे नहीं मिल रहा बट बिकॉज शायद कोई अनमेट नीड थी जो यहाँ पे मुझे दिखने लग गई एंड yes, I am now into this relationship. What do
Hmm.
I do? She was carrying so much of guilty
Guilt.
around it, so much guilt that guilt reflected when she was talking to her clients. वो
Hmm.
पैसा मांगने में गिल्टी फील हो रहा था कि
So she
इतना
was
पैसा मांग
carrying
रहे हो.
it everywhere.
Yes, because it's an emotion. It doesn't matter वो हेल्थ में हो, रिलेशन में हो, करियर में हो या मनी. It reflects the same. अगर
Hmm.
आपको उस रिलेशन में फियर आ गया, वो फियर आपको अपने क्लाइंट, अपने बिजनेस में आएगा ही आएगा. अगर एक वो रिलेशनशिप क्या है राखी, वो सीक्रेट में है, राइट,
Hmm.
विच यू डोंट वांट टू एक्सपोज. वो एक्सपोज हुआ तो यू आर रिजेक्टेड फ्रॉम सोसाइटी. अब ये फीलिंग, आप इस फीलिंग में रह रहे हो, आप बाहर जाके कोई भी प्रोडक्ट सेल कर लो, कोई भी इंटरव्यू दे लो, यू विल हैव दिस फियर बिकॉज इमोशन तो वही रह गया ना. How
Hmm.
will business grow then? When
True,
people
true.
come and they especially come with this thing, I said, see what are the emotion you are carrying in this relationship. So much secrecy, so much of fear, so much of, yes, there is excitement. वो एक अपने level पे, but you can't show this excitement anywhere.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
yes, it gives you kick for some time, but when
Hmm.
you are making it in so much of secrecy, आप वही business में reflect करने वाले हो, डर.
Hmm.
So no matter you are a professional, you are a healer, you are a coach or एक normal homemaker, वो अपने homemaker भी मदर भी अपने बच्चे को बोलने से डरेगी चीजें
Hmm.
क्योंकि behind
So
that is guilt.
yeah. So that
Yes,
energy will be carried everywhere.
absolutely.
ओके. तो नॉर्मल सिनेरियो में अभी जैसे मैं आपको एक रियल लाइफ सिचुएशन बता रही हूँ. आई हैव हर्ड लाइक देयर वाज अ पर्सन, उनका मतलब शी इज अ सिंगल मदर. शी हैड अफेयर विथ वन ऑफ अ गाय who is already married, and this guy also had a daughter, has a
Hmm.
daughter. अभी ऐसा है कि this guy wants to leave his wife and want to get married with that single lady. दोनों के ही वुंड है, दोनों ने एक दूसरे को अट्रैक्ट किया है. एंड वॉट एवर आई रियली फेल्ट बैड फॉर द लेडी जिनको मतलब डिवोर्स जा रहा है, बिकॉज शी इज गोइंग थ्रू अ टर्मोइल. एंड उनका ऐसा है कि क्या करे क्या नहीं करे, शी इज नॉट अर्निंग. सो बहुत ही गंदा सिचुएशन है. ऐसे सिचुएशन में क्या करे? इफ आई हैव टू सजेस्ट दिस लेडी कि क्या करना है, व्हाट विल आई सजेस्ट जिनको
So
डिवोर्स दिया
first
है?
तो राखी ये समझना होगा कि whenever such relationship happen, ये ना बहुत इंटेंस होते हैं, बहुत हाई इंटेंसिटी से आते हैं कि ये इंसान नहीं है तो आई विल डाई. इट्स दैट काइंड ऑफ इंटेंसिटी. दिस पर्सन हु इज माई थर्ड पर्सन, अगर ये मेरी लाइफ से गया तो मैं चली जाऊंगी या चला जाऊंगा, राइट. तो इस लेडी को जो फियर है, उसका फियर अपनी जगह ठीक है बिकॉज शी इज फीलिंग बिट्रेड, राइट. बट फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई दे टू पीपल हैव कम टुगेदर, एज यू वेरी राइटली सेड. उनके अपने ट्रॉमास हैं, उनके अपने वूंड्स हैं, बट उससे भी ना बियॉन्ड एक चीज होती है विच इज उनके अपने कर्मिक
सोल
अनफिनिश्ड बिजनेस.
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. हाँ.
सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, अनफिनिश्ड बिजनेस है किसी पास्ट लाइफ में जो
हम्म.
कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ था, वो कंप्लीट करना है. एंड दीज रिलेशनशिप गिव्स पेन द मोस्ट. ये
हम्म.
इतने पेनफुल क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि दे कम इन टू दिस लाइफ टू टीच यू सम लेसन
हम्म.
कि तुम्हें तुम्हारी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट पे वर्क करना है. या तुम्हें तुम्हारे को यू नीड टू स्टैंड स्ट्रांग विद योर वॉइस। वो
Hmm.
कुछ हमें सिखाने आते हैं बट हम ना उसको सीखते
Okay,
नहीं हैं।
okay, okay. So when there is betrayal, she's going through a turmoil, but still she need to stick to her क्या बोलो उसको confidence हो जो भी हो
नो
and
नो,
not
आई एम फर्स्ट
confidence.
टॉकिंग अबाउट पीपल हु गेट इन टू दैट रिलेशनशिप। वो लेडी
Okay,
को बिट्रेल
okay.
फील हो रहा है, बट ये जो
हाँ,
दो लोग आए,
हाँ,
सबसे
हाँ.
पहले हमें इस एंगल से उसको दिखाना होगा कि दे हैव देयर, एंड इंक्लूडिंग दीज टू पीपल फर्स्ट, कि ये क्यों आए हैं। इनका अनफिनिश्ड बिजनेस था। नाउ फॉर अ नॉर्मल पर्सन इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि
हम्म.
उसको लगेगा यार मेरा हस्बैंड तो मुझे चीट कर रहा है, राइट।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
बट वहां
हाँ.
पे अगर अनटिल एंड अनलेस वो हस्बैंड अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेने को रेडी है कि हाँ आई नो ये रिलेशनशिप बहुत इंटेंस है बट आई विश टू गो बैक, तब तक वो नहीं होगा। बट नाउ टू हील दैट पैटर्न
हम्म.
डेफिनेटली दिस लेडी कैन वर्क। वाई शी हैज अट्रैक्टेड बिट्रेड हस्बैंड इन हर लाइफ, हस्बैंड हु बिट्रेड हर, उसका भी तो हस्बैंड के साथ कोई कार्मिक अनफिनिश बिजनेस है ना,
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
उससे भी उसको कुछ सिखाना है ना। बट प्रॉब्लम इज हम कहते हैं अरे इसने मुझसे चीट किया, बट
हम्म.
देयर वॉज अगेन एन अनफिनिश्ड बिजनेस, अगर हम इसको स्पिरिचुअल एंगल पे देखें। बट
स्पिरिचुअल
अगर,
एंगल पे देखेंगे.
यस, बट अगर इसको रिलेशनशिप एंगल पे देखें तो यस, स्टिल इट कैन बी बैड, बट दैट रिक्वायर्स काउंसलिंग, क्योंकि जब तक वो अवेयर नहीं होंगे कि ये हम दोनों के हस्बैंड वाइफ के वूंड्स हैं,
हम्म.
एंड एज अ वाइफ आई हैव टू हैव दैट एम्पैथी, मुझे भी
हम्म.
फॉरगिवनेस भी सीखनी होगी, बिकॉज एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं आती राखी इतनी जल्दी
हम्म. True, true. It is
रिलेशनशिप।
so difficult, knowing your husband going through an extramarital. It will be difficult for husband as well as for the women,
Yeah,
agar husband
absolutely.
जा रहा है. Because yes, there are so many cases. I still remember. मेरे पास भी एक ऐसे client आई थी. She was discussing. In fact, initially she was completely broken, but later on जैसे जैसे healing किया हमने, वो ठीक होती गई. अभी और एक चीज मैं सोनम आउट ऑफ द टॉपिक पूछना चाहूंगी.
Mhm.
इतना इंटेंस हो गया, हैवी हो गया, बट समथिंग जस्ट क्लिक टू माई माइंड. जैसे कहते हैं ना चैनलिंग, वो भी हो सकता है. Because you are a specialist in black magic removal also, because the modality I think you have shared once, Mini also shared, and
Yeah.
it worked wonder. In fact, there are so many testimonies I have seen of you wherein you're talking about कैसे black magic remove करते. तो उसमें थोड़ा सा आप कुछ बोलोगे what exactly can be done so that people do not fall under that, है ना?
Yeah.
Because what we don't own, we and heal, we pass to generation to
Very
carry.
right.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
And
So
before I
next
move to your,
mini, हाँ,
yes,
मिनी
yes,
के पास जब समय होगा, मतलब समय होगा, as in I would love to invite your partner Mini, because Sona without Mini and Mini without Sona is incomplete. So I was just planning if she
sure.
tells us like give us time, if we can meet next week, next Thursday. So yeah, please throw us some light on that. I think ये बहुत जरूरी है. And आज के जमाने में मतलब इतना इतना ज्यादा केसेस आ रही है, एंड व्हेन इट गोज हैंड इन हैंड. जैसे एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल आता है, पीपल इंस्टेड ऑफ हीलिंग दे गो टू all these things and they do some sort of black magic and all. मेरे पास भी बहुत कॉल्स आते हैं कि मुझे ना ऐसा है वैसा है, ऐसा करना है. सो या बिकॉज आई डोंट डील विद दैट, आई टेल देम ठीक है, यू गो टू अ राइट पर्सन हु कैन एक्चुअली हेल्प यू विद दैट. तो ऐसा है, इफ यू कैन शेयर कि क्या करना है, कैसे उससे बचना है, या तो अगर हो भी गया कैसे हम अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
Got it. So, Rakhi, first of all, black magic का ना, people have actually created big thing about it
बस
because
हाँ.
everybody think, अरे मेरे को कुछ भी हुआ black magic ही है, किसी ने मुझ पे कुछ किया है, somebody must have done something
इतने
to me.
रील्स आते हैं कि अगर बाल
Exactly.
कहीं पे खाने में मिल गया, देन इट इज ब्लैक मैजिक. इफ यू फीलिंग ड्राउजी, इट्स ब्लैक मैजिक. इफ यू आर नॉट फीलिंग वेल, इट्स ब्लैक
Yeah.
मैजिक. तो
But don't you
हेडेक
think
हो
it,
गया.
it could be immunity issue?
या एब्सोल्युटली. मैं तो कुछ बोलता है तो सबसे पहले,
हाँ.
आज इनफैक्ट सोनिया माय टीम, शी कॉल्ड मी, शी सेड कि मैम somebody called me and said that my student my son is going to an English medium school, and
Yeah.
he's not able to cope up because he went from like जो हमारा रेगुलर मीडियम है यहाँ का, वहां से. तो मैंने
Okay.
उसको कहा इसमें मैं क्या, मतलब कोचिंग चाहिए? तो she said no, no, they want to know if there is any totka and all. I
Exactly.
said what? what can we do in that? Like, absolutely, you can pray God, you can do a lot of stuff, but इसके लिए तो it will be good if you put him in tuition. आप उसको tuition में
Yeah,
डाल दो. So you are absolutely right. If people
exactly.
are making fuss about it, it definitely
Yes,
exists. जिनके साथ हुआ है वो exist करता है, but हर चीज को इसमें नहीं डालना is the right thing, I guess.
100%.
Yeah.
Because we talk about black magic, first of all, before black magic comes negativity, jealousy, envy. उससे भी
Hmm.
लोग बीमार पड़ते हैं. You can still have all those things.
Hmm.
Because somebody is throwing negativity on you. Hey, Rakhi is growing so well. Suddenly next day Rakhi will be, Arey yaar, I'm not feeling,
Hmm.
I'm well, I'm not feeling anything. But that doesn't mean that somebody has done black magic.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, black magic people do, right? But
Hmm.
first we need to see, is it really a black magic
Hmm.
or is it just an envy? Is it just a jealousy? Is it just a negativity thrown by someone,
Hmm.
right? And then when we figured out, no, people are feeling some entities there. मुझे ये लगता है कि ये मेरे आगे पीछे ना कुछ मुझे feel होता है. I feel some energy of some person.
Hmm.
Then there is a ritual that we do, which is a deep ritual where we take them into that trance and
Hmm.
help them cut the cord. But
Hmm.
yes, to a normal person, you can simply keep a bowl of salt next
Hmm.
to your bed,
Hmm.
right? Writing your name and your date of birth. In that, setting an intention at night, कि any negative entity that has come closer to me, inside me, or in my home, now,
Hmm.
with the power of this salt, I am releasing all that from my energy, from the energy of my house. Intention matters the most. क्योंकि
Hmm.
salt has the capacity to absorb everything. वहां पे
Absorb
अपना अपना
everything.
name और date of birth लिख दिया,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? So when you do that, automatically you will start seeing
Hmm.
that salt is absorbing all the energy
Hmm.
which is around.
Mini
A
has
very
written.
small ritual.
हाँ,
But
Mini
yes,
has.
of course, when
Yes.
it is black magic, Raki, we need to follow a certain process, which is a very deep process.
Hmm.
बट हाँ कुछ पहले हमें ये चेक करना इज इट जस्ट दैट और नॉट एंड यू कैन इजिली चेक इट विद अ लेमन ऑल्सो एक ग्लास में आप लेमन लो
Hmm. Hmm.
अगर लेमन ऊपर नीचे
Hmm.
फॉल हो गया दैट मीन्स
Hmm.
देयर इज नो नेगेटिविटी अगर वो ऊपर ही फ्लोट हो रहा है दैट मीन्स
Hmm.
सम नेगेटिविटी इज देयर इन हाउस सो अगर हम
Hmm.
सॉल्ट से ही करेंगे क्लीन तो बहुत सारी नेगेटिविटी विल रिलीज बट इसको
Absolutely. हाँ.
inside जाके you need to actually heal it with a cord cutting
Hmm.
process and that there is a deep process which we do so that we can heal onto that. But yeah, black magic is real. And when it comes to extramarital affair, now very rightly asked, where people say, oh, किसी ने कुछ मेरे husband पे किया, that's why, they have, he's
Yes,
behaving like
exactly. I
that.
was talking about that. Yes, absolutely.
And
And
in
and
fact,
वो
we have
आके
a
भी उसको
case.
remove कर दो, उसको ऐसे कर दो, कैसे करना है.
Yes.
All
Can
of
you
this.
help him? Because my
Yes.
sister-in-law only did that because she don't
हाँ.
like me. She did some
हाँ.
black magic and now my husband is entering into a different
Yes, very
relationship.
common. Yeah, very
Yeah.
common mistake.
That is not black magic. That
Hmm.
is just a negativity that can easily be healed.
Hmm.
That can
And
easily be
also,
healed.
जैसे मिनी ने भी यहाँ पे लिखा है, फर्स्ट स्टेप इज टू रूटिंग इन आवर ओन फेथ एंड स्ट्रेंथ टू कम आउट ऑफ इट. सो हमें अपना ऑरा विद आवर फेथ स्ट्रॉन्ग करना
Absolutely.
है ताकि वो एंटर ही ना करे ऑरा में.
हाँ, उसके लिए then we have exercises. We need to have so much strong faith. जिसको aura strengthening आती है to how to strengthen that aura. Amazing. But imagine I'm talking to someone who don't know what is aura strengthening.
कोई
Then
आइडिया ही नहीं
faith
है. हाँ.
comes कि my God is way too bigger than these negative entities. Like I always say that my goddess is way powerful than these entities. Nobody can enter. Forget about any ritual here. When you have that faith, nothing can go wrong.
So true, so true.
Yeah.
And that itself makes our aura very powerful, I guess,
Yes.
because the moment there is faith, there is no room for fear.
Absolutely. And it should be actually peerless. Like somebody have written that people are,
There's a
making
question
now
also.
fun.
हाँ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Black
please
magic
do.
used to be taken seriously, but now it's funny how black magic went from scary to meme material. Exactly. People have
Hmm.
done that. Raki, I've seen people, keep two dolls. This is what I saw in one of the reel. They keep two dolls and they burn those dolls or do something. Yeah. And I was like, this is not black magic. They are creating these reels just to get the attention of audience. Imagine those people who are staying in fear. वो तो उसी से ही डर जाएंगे.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Right?
बट ब्लैक मैजिक कहा तो ऑफ लेट, मतलब मेरी एक फ्रेंड ने कॉल किया, फ्रेंड मतलब नोन पर्सन, शी कॉल्ड मी शी वॉज अबाउट टू हैव अ बेबी. टॉपिक से थोड़ा डाइवर्ट हो रहे हैं, बट बिकॉज इट इज ब्लैक मैजिक एंड इज रियल. तो उसका ना क्या हुआ, 7 months में मिसकैरेज हो गया. एंड डॉक्टर्स वेर नॉट एबल टू फिगर आउट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वेंट रॉन्ग. उसका भी ऐसा हुआ कि शी वॉज अबाउट टू डाई, बट बिकॉज वी आर इन असम एंड यहाँ पे ब्लैक मैजिक का एक बहुत बड़ा प्लेस है विच इज कॉल्ड मायोंग.
या
सुना ही होगा, हाँ.
जी
तो मायोंग में वो गई, बहुत सर्च वगैरह किया, फिर उसको पता चला कि कहाँ से क्या लिंक है, क्या क्या हुआ है. नाउ शी हैज स्टार्टेड हीलिंग. सो अभी भी शी इज इन अ वेरी बैड फेज. मतलब बेबी तो उसका होने से रहा बिकॉज इंटरनल ब्लीडिंग वगैरह होती है. सो ब्लैक मैजिक इज रियल बट पीपल आर मेकिंग इट
ट्रू
फनी, और मतलब उसको उसका सीरियसनेस हट गया है. तो हर चीज में ऐसा
एब्सोल्युटली
नहीं होता है. या डेफिनेटली.
ट्रू
सो द लेमन
एंड
टेक्निक दैट यू सेड, people can
यस
definitely use it.
एब्सोल्युटली एंड राखी यू वेरी राइटली सेड जैसे आपने अभी मिस कैरेज का एक केस लिया
Hmm.
पीपल डोंट सी दैट इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ हार्मोन लॉट ऑफ हार्मोनल इश्यूज
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
राइट
Hmm.
द स्ट्रेंथ दैट वुमेन इज लूजिंग और वो क्यों क्योंकि इमोशंस बैलेंस ही नहीं है विमेन दीज डेज आर सो मच इन मैस्कुलिन एनर्जी
Hmm.
उनको करियर में करना है उनको दे वांट टू compete with men nothing wrong in that but
Hmm.
when they lose their feminine power when they lose that balance they lose the grip to become pregnant they miscarry child in fact I
Hmm.
personally had 3 miscarriages and you know I used to call myself as so called career oriented women because ठीक है ना
Hmm.
child को देख लेंगे but at that time my whole focus was on to you know grow in career in my career
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
but when I went deeper into this I realized that it is because I was so high in my masculine
Hmm. Hmm.
right तो जब
So
हम उसको
true. Yes,
जैसे
yes.
ही आप फेमिनिन मैस्कुलिन को बैलेंस करते हो all these problems starts getting disappeared.
You start receiving.
Yeah, of course, because women are supposed to receive, nurture.
Hmm.
That's the quality of a feminine. But yes, we do equally need masculine energy. I'm not saying it's wrong for a woman to not think about career. We do.
But there
But
should be a balance.
embracing, yes, by embracing feminine energy too.
लवली, थैंक यू सो मच सोनम. हाफ एन आवर कैसे चला गया, मतलब हाफ एन आवर से ज्यादा ही हो गया, पता ही नहीं चला. And we have spoken a lot about wound, relationship, extramarital affair. Then we moved on to black
Black
magic.
magic.
फिर हम गए miscarriages में. Both can be a separate topic. We can bring this again. यहाँ पे एक सवाल आया था. I would just read that question.
Yes.
One of my friend was in a relationship with a married guy who's double her age. Now she's regretting and totally clueless why she came into that relationship. Now she is apart from, but still regretting. She told me she is in so much of guilt because she was somewhere going to break someone's house. What should I advise her as a friend?
Okay, very valid question here. The first thing that she is going through is grief. Lot of grief. Raki, you remember पहले क्या होता था when somebody used to die because of the negativity around people used to beat their chest ताकि मुझे उसका negativity body का जाए नहीं. They used to release that grief by
Yeah, they used to do
beating.
like this, but huh, it is
Yes,
because of that I didn't know. Okay,
yes.
so that
ठीक है तो उससे क्या होता था? All the sadness, the grief that you know somebody holds because they lost their loved ones releases. But
somatically वो release हो जाती
सोमैटिकली
है.
बट ओवर अ पीरियड
Okay.
ऑफ टाइम हमको क्या बोला नहीं नहीं दिस इज नॉट राइट डोंट बीट योर चेस्ट ये सब अच्छा नहीं
Hmm.
होता लाइक आई हर्ड माई मॉम सेइंग लिटरली इन हिंदी ये
Hmm.
छाती पीटना अच्छा नहीं है डोंट डू ऑल दिस क्रैप ठीक है
Hmm.
तो कभी भी कुछ भी किसी की डेथ होती थी तो बट द रियलिटी इज when you actually allow your body to process that grief
Hmm.
cry because हम लोग ना रोते भी नहीं है we stay in that guilt we don't allow
Hmm.
sit alone in that moment कि yes I have felt that and then we need to process it of course there are so many ways rather
Hmm.
than calling your friend and saying I'm going through this जिसके एक और थॉट आएंगे और मेरे माइंड में दो थॉट से फिर एक थॉट थॉट क्रिएट हो जाएगा sit with
Hmm.
yourself tell your friend to sit with herself of course there is a need of a therapist or a healer in this case
Hmm.
definitely but the first step is sit with yourself just the way you're communicating to your friend say this is the sadness I'm feeling but in that moment just with your four fingers just tap on your chest center of your chest क्यों? क्योंकि सारा ग्रीफ यहाँ पे स्टोर है, सारा सैडनेस यहाँ पे स्टोर है. Just slowly, just merely by tapping and saying,
Very
okay,
true.
I am feeling this, feeling as if I am breaking someone's house, feeling this, I am, feeling now guilty about it. She will cry. और जैसे ही वो क्राई मोड पे आएगा, रिलीज विल स्टार्ट हैपनिंग.
All right.
Right? This is the first step. And then, yes, this grief needs to be handled in a right way. Nahi hoga to kya hoga, Rakesh? She will end up attracting similar person in her life where maybe
Again.
there is no age difference, but emotionally unavailable.
Hmm.
Right? That's the pattern. That is why we say, jaise pattern recognize karo, start breaking it. I had such 7 friends in my life where they have shown me same pattern. They used to come and leave, and I was like, "Mere mein garbad kya hai? Why am I attracting such people?" But it
From
is
all wound.
not healed. And there is a very beautiful way universe teaches you. First, if you are understanding, okay, ये इंसान आए मुझे ये सिखा रहा है, and you say, no, no, no,
Hmm.
I'll still manage. Second person will be more toxic. Third person will be more toxic. And till the time you learn your lesson, till the time that next person becomes so toxic, so heavy, आपको लगे, now I am going to lose my breath. That means फिर वहां पे आके ना we take that action. और अगर हम तब भी नहीं सीखते, then universe put us into conspiracy. कि अब हैंडल कर लो, तुमने लेसन दिया, तुमने तब नहीं सीखा,
लिया नहीं
now you
तुमने.
handle, right?
So
And then we
true.
left with no option.
So true. So from every incident, मुझे यही दिमाग में आ रहा है. From every incident, we need to take lesson. So
Yeah.
सारे जो भी actions हो रहा है, उसके पीछे कुछ ना कुछ तो वजह है, कुछ ना कुछ lessons छुपी हुई है.
Yes.
And हम जब सारे lessons को लेके we process it, we complete it probably, then we will get moksha.
Absolutely. Nahi to next life mein you'll be sitting with the same kind of person. Or maybe in this life only next person will be the same. Oh, you have not learned your lesson. Now next person will teach you in a better way. तब भी आप कंप्लीट करोगे, नहीं तो नेक्स्ट लाइफ में सेम पर्सन सेम रिलेशनशिप इशू एंड विल बी लाइक मेरी लाइफ से प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म क्यों नहीं होती? बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट लर्नड माय लेसन.
Yeah, so true. It is something related to her past karma. Yes, quite possible. Or maybe her childhood also, childhood wound.
या
Right?
both.
Yes,
And it
yes.
actually comes as a generational pain also. And here, Aki, I'll take 1 minute more to explain this.
Please, please go ahead.
Somebody whose parents are carrying such emotional pattern, they might end up attracting such people in their life. For example, I always tell people, for example, Bana, this used to happen earlier. कि अच्छा engagement किसी से fix हुई, टूट गई, किसी और से marriage हो गई.
Hmm.
And then that person came out. Like, just imagine that happens to be my father, who was supposed to
Hmm.
get married to somebody. But because of any reason that happened, he got married to my mom. And now the family is settled, everything is there. But imagine the first time that man felt seen, loved,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? Now वो भूल गए, but the DNA still remembers. So the child is supposed to get this. तो हमारे ना DNA में भी the relationship that remain
Hmm.
unfulfilled just stays in our DNA. तो next generation at times pay the cost. That is why I
Yes.
always say ये
Yes.
heal करना क्यों जरूरी है? Otherwise your generation will pay the cost to it.
So true. The best gift one mother can give to her child is to heal, to have a
Yes.
healed version of herself. There's a question, Sonam.
Hmm.
Monam is asking, people who don't change and show us same toxic pattern every time, what should be the approach as we heal and move on, but they don't change? Maintain this distance from such people is the only solution. Is it the only solution? That is what she wants to ask.
Okay. So if your question is this, very, very interesting question actually, but the thing here is, why do we want to change somebody? This I learned very hard time, by the way. I was always in, why are they not changing? But then when I reflected back, the first thing is, why am I getting triggered because they are not getting changed? वो
Wow.
चेंज नहीं होगा. What I need to be see is मेरी external situation कुछ भी हो, I am so calm within. That means there is a part of me which is not yet healed. कोई तो wound है मेरा because of which I am getting triggered.
हाँ.
So
Right.
rather than saying, why are they not changing? Why my husband is behaving that way? Why my child is behaving that way? look inside. My child didn't score well in one of the class, one of the exam, and I said, ऐसे क्यों आया उसके scores? I worked so hard on her. And then
Hmm.
I realized I went back to the time when I was the same girl and my mother was upset with me. And I carried a lot of resentment at that time. Mama, आपने अच्छे से पढ़ाया नहीं, and now you're telling me. In that moment, I realized I did not give enough time to her.
So true, so true. I can
Right?
resonate this. So yeah, instead of running, I think we can process our own emotions. We should sit with ourselves and feel that why are we getting triggered? Is the person really needs to change, or is it like okay? So what is it
You
like?
need
So
to
many
not,
people.
the more you put efforts in changing somebody, you are wasting your time.
Mm,
Your effort should be on what should I do so that I stop getting triggered. क्योंकि सिचुएशन वही रहेगी. But there is, okay, a very beautiful thing again, as an example, Raki. Um, Somebody who is a cat or a dog lover, right? They will rescue every cat and dog. बट
huh.
एक लिमिट आ जाएगी. एक लिमिट वहां पे क्या आएगी, इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कैसे लोगे, राइट? बट इवन दो वी नो आफ्टर 5, 6, 7 cat या डॉग रेस्क्यू के बाद इट इज गेटिंग हैवी ऑन टू मी,
Hmm.
right? But still I do that because I love pets.
Hmm.
In spite of the fact my own peace is getting destroyed. Yeah,
Hmm.
nahi ho raha. But I love these cats so much I can't. Same goes with toxic people. कि मैं इसके बिना नहीं कर सकती. Because I have that empathy. I'm so
Hmm.
empathetic. मैं नहीं कर सकती. शायद मैं थोड़े efforts करूँ तो ये change हो जाए. And in that, you keep losing your peace, your respect.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And you keep giving more thinking he or she will change, but the reality is
Hmm.
आप वो वापस ले आओ inside.
So the crux of the story is, if I have to summarize, कि हमें खुद के ऊपर काम करना है, खुद को समझना है बेटर. खुद के ऊपर हम जितना काम करेंगे उतना हमें क्लैरिटी मिलेगी, एंड वी विल अंडरस्टैंड लाइक व्हाई वी आर गेटिंग ट्रिगर्ड, विच
True.
और व्हाट इज इट लाइक दैट माय स्पिरिचुअल being need or want.
Yes,
Okay, yeah, so Monam is also
absolutely.
great. So yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you so much, Sonam, for being live with me today. And for all my viewers, people who are here can follow Sonam. I'll tag her in the reel. And yeah, see you on next Thursday. And Sonam, would you like to share anything before we conclude?
Yes, so first of all, thank you, Raki, for inviting me here and sharing one of the most heaviest topic.
Very,
Even
very
though
happy,
I
happy
feel
viewers.
I'm
Yes,
getting famous for this because every person who is approaching, can you talk about it? I'm like, okay, fine, I will, but I know how heavy it is to,
it
times
is.
talk
Yes,
about this
indeed.
topic also. So anyone who is, facing any relationship issues, my only advice is at times we think we can become our own doctors. Itna to seekh liya. But the reality is until you have learned the lesson, you have not really learned it.
Hmm, hmm,
And most of the time, we feel I need to hire somebody to do that. Yes,
hmm,
at times it is needed, but at times what is needed is reflect back on yourself. Sit
hmm,
alone.
hmm,
Let your body feel, even if it shakes at times, let your body go through that fear. I had
hmm,
those times in my life when I used to literally, had panic. My hands used to tremble. But जब तक वो फील नहीं करेंगे, प्रोसेस ही नहीं करेंगे तो निकाल नहीं सकते. And then, of course, if it is getting critical because this matter is such where it's hard to deal all alone, you must go for therapy or healing
hmm.
or maybe
Yes.
relationship coaching if both the partner agree to heal. And trust me, Raki, all these cases who have come across have healed
Hmm.
their relationship so beautifully.
Absolutely. I have heard so many testimonies. I have seen so many people healing in your community. Definitely. So people should reach out to whom everyone knows, right? And this is indeed an important and heavy topic. Can we make it lighter, like with some note or something that you would like to share with people? Because there are new people joining in. I just saw
Mhm.
Bhaskar and Nikos. So, anything that you would like to share, a small piece of advice.
I would say ज्यादातर लोग राखी आर रनिंग आफ्टर हीलिंग. वी हैव फॉरगॉटन टू बिकम अ चाइल्ड, लिव लाइक अ चाइल्ड, एंड स्पेशली वुमेन, दे डोंट टेक रेस्ट. उनको होता है वो
Mm-hmm.
काम करती है, बिकॉज दिस इज हाउ वी आर सीन इन आवर मदर्स.
Mm-hmm.
गो गिव
True.
योर सेल्फ 1 day, 1 day, 2 hours, whatever is possible, but live like that child who you were always, and especially in case of women, because as I always say, women forget everything with this, when they come into responsibility. Arey, I have to take care of my in-laws. Sab. So go chill, become like that child, act like that child at home. I think that's the best way you can heal your inner child. Give, draw, eat chocolates, whatever you feel, crave for. Do what you love, not because Sonam is saying or Rakhi is saying, just what you exactly love, just reflect like that person and you will see आपका inner child वैसे ही heal होने लग जाता है. Something you crave.
Mm.
I remember I stopped eating sugar because somebody in my childhood teased me with names like moti ho rahi hai, ye ho raha hai. And for 20 years of my life I didn't had sugar. When I understood this trauma, I realized I have stopped living who I was. I love chocolates, right? Yes, I still don't know now. After 20 years wo sugar the craving hi chala gaya, but I still like chocolate, and the day I eat chocolate, like I eat it every day almost, yeah, but the day I started eating chocolate, I was back to who I was. Right?
So
So,
true. Yeah, yeah, so true.
yes.
Yeah,
So
you're taking
I
fine.
think I think the best way is to do what you really love. Dance karo, take time out, spend time with your child. Best way. I think play with her or play with him for some time. You will heal your child, inner child. क्योंकि आपको वही बचपना वापस जीने को मिल रहा है.
इसी बात पे मुझे एक चीज याद आया अभी आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर सो
हम्म,
आई एम पार्ट ऑफ अ नेटवर्किंग कम्युनिटी जहाँ पे कुछ गेम चल रहा था एंड दैट टाइम आई डिडंट नो हाउ टू प्ले चेस तो मुझे सिखाया वहीं पे दैट यू हैव टू प्ले विन करो नहीं करो दैट्स फाइन सो व्हेन आई प्लेड आई रियली एंजॉयड प्लेइंग और मुझे ऐसा था माय बिलीफ सिस्टम वाज व्हेन आई वाज अ चाइल्ड कि आई एम नॉट एन इंटेलिजेंट चाइल्ड तो चेस इंटेलिजेंट लोग ही खेलते हैं तो आई नेवर इवन ट्राइड बट बिलीव मी मैंने सिर्फ एक दिन ही सीखा एंड आई प्लेड ठीक है एक गेम मैंने विन किया दो मैंने आई लॉस्ट बट आई वॉज ओके विथ इट आई केम बैक होम आई टोल्ड माई सन बिकॉज ही नोज हाउ टू प्ले चेस एंड till from that day till now every day we play chess and I feel so alive. I feel like a child. In fact, a few days ago they had this cricket also, so I had this trauma and I knew that this is a trauma that I am carrying. I used to tell my husband that when I was small, when I was in class 4 or 5, we shifted from one place to another, and the place where we went there was a girl who was very young and she was like she used to study all the time. मेरे से एक क्लास सीनियर थी तो जब भी मैं बाहर निकलती थी खेलने के लिए टू प्ले क्रिकेट विद द गाइज माय मॉम यूज्ड टू से लड़कों के साथ क्या खेलना है इसको
हम्म,
देखो ये पढ़ाई करती रहती है तो वैसे ना मेरा खेल बंद हो गया एंड जब खेल बंद हो गया ट्रस्ट मी मेरे को बहुत वो चीज मेरे अंदर था बहुत साल बाद एंड आई यूज टू लव क्रिकेट नॉट ओनली प्लेइंग बट ऑल्सो वॉचिंग बट धीरे धीरे वो चला गया बट
हम्म,
अभी जब उस दिन मैंने खेला दे सेड कि यू डोंट लुक लाइक दैट यू डोंट प्ले इट सीम्स कि तुमको पता है कैसे खेलते हैं कैसे
yes,
मतलब हर चीज होती है हाउ डू यू नो आई सेड आई डोंट नो बट आई एम फीलिंग सो गुड सो इवन
absolutely.
टेकिंग स्मॉल स्टेप्स दैट यू लव टू डू व्हेन यू आर अ किड अभी आप करते
Yes,
हो दैट आल्सो हील्स योर इनर चाइल्ड वाओ
yes,
दिस इज सो
absolutely.
पावरफुल एंड ब्यूटीफुल
Absolutely. And this is the best way to heal your child, inner child. हमें ना इतनी हीलिंग के लिए बोल दिया जाता है, but the real thing is connecting with these small things, connecting back to your childhood.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Sonam. Yeah, I really hope to see you soon. जब भी आप और मिनी submit करो,
Yes,
please do let us know so that we can join you. And you also
definitely.
please visit Assam. Most of my
Yes.
clients are from Assam. There are people from outside also, but yeah.
Thank
So
you so much, Sonia. Everyone who is out here till now.
thank
Yes,
you,
thank you so
everyone.
much, Rakhi.
Yes,
You.
yes. So I love chocolate. Now I eat.
We do that.
Very nice. Very nice. So now people are going to say, इन लोग सब उल्टा उल्टा कैसे बोल रहे हैं? People say that don't eat lot of chocolates, and they're saying, yeah, eat
Yeah.
chocolate. And
Yes.
yeah, love
Do
yourself.
what
There
you
is
love.
so many.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
वही तो
I
हमें मना कर दिया जाता था ना कि ये नहीं करना. एंड दैट इज वाई वी हैव हर्ड नो मोर देन यस. फिर आज हम बोलते हैं अरे क्लाइंट्स नहीं आते, तो नो ही सीखा है तो क्लाइंट्स कहाँ से आएंगे, जॉब्स कहाँ से आएंगी, राइट? So do what you
agree.
love. And then when you are full of heart, so you're so fulfilled, you're so full of everything, every joy, every happiness, everything will fall on your lap.
Yes, because you reflect that outside, and the moment you reflect that outside, you will attract. जब आप जो frequency में vibrate करते हो, वही उसी चीज को attract करोगे.
Yes.
Yes, yes, it's the best medicine,
Self-love.
definitely,
So,
Vidya ji. Divya ji. Okay then,
all
take
right.
care.
Thank you,
Good
Rakhi. Bye bye. Love
night.
you.
Bye bye. Love you too.